Hey there, YouTube fam. Welcome back to your favorite channel. Today, we are going to talk about another valuable topic. Whether you are a woman or a man, this topic will help you in many ways. Signs of a low-value woman. We are going to talk about 11 signs in here. With this, you can improve your qualities, and if you have some signs in here, try to remove them from your life. Let's go to the video to understand each quality. Number 1. Lack of communication skills. If someone struggles to communicate effectively, it can make it challenging to build a strong connection and resolve conflicts. Lack of effective communication skills in relationships can lead to difficulties in understanding each other's needs and concerns. Communication difficulties may manifest themselves in failure to listen, avoidance of important conversations, frequent misunderstandings, defensive behaviors, or passive aggression. However, it is important to empathize and will if they have to work together to improve communication. Rather than labeling someone cheap, thrive in negotiation, where both partners actively seek to strengthen their communication and understand and solve their communication difficulties. Number 2. Self-centered behavior. Self-centered behavior in a woman who values humility and low self-regard can be seen as a striking departure from the principles of modesty, selflessness, and empathy. A low-value woman typically places high importance on considering the needs and feelings of others above her own, and is inclined to avoid seeking personal attention or gratification. Self-centered behavior in this context signifies a strong preoccupation with one's interests, desires, and ambitions without due regard for the welfare of others. Such behavior can be perceived as self-indulgent and may erode the foundation of modesty and humility that she values. It may also lead to strained relationships and a diminished reputation within the community, as it contradicts her commitment to prioritizing the well-being and concerns of others over her desires. Number 3. Dishonesty. The lack of dishonesty in a woman who doesn't prioritize ethical values signifies a detachment from the principles of honesty, integrity, and moral conduct. A low-value woman, in this context, may not place a strong emphasis on truthfulness and may engage in deceptive or unethical behavior without much concern for the consequences. This can result in a lack of trust from others and potential legal and ethical complications. Without a strong commitment to honesty, she may not prioritize the importance of abiding by the law or ethical standards, which can lead to conflicts with the legal system and a disregard for the well-being of others affected by her actions. In such a scenario, dishonesty is considered a norm, and moral values take a back seat, which can have significant repercussions on both her personal and professional life. Number 4. Lack of empathy. A woman who does not value the importance of compassion and understanding may display a lack of empathy as a general disregard for the feelings and needs of others. Such a woman with her own interests and purpose forms takes precedence without much surrounding himself with the effects of his actions upon them. This lack of empathy can lead to strained relationships, conflict, difficulty communicating effectively with others, as it impairs the ability to communicate emotionally in this context. Empathy is viewed as a valued quality if they are used to build good relationships and promote cooperation. Number 5. Poor conflict resolution. Poor conflict resolution in a woman who places little importance on conflict management and resolution reflects a tendency to avoid or abuse disagreements. Such behavior may indicate a reluctance to use her whole will to engage in open and constructive dialogue to resolve conflicts or he or she should be unable to reach a mutually acceptable solution, thereby increasing the problems at hand. This may interfere with his ability to maintain good relationships and manage legal matters effectively, as conflict resolution is often an integral part of the legal system and its interpersonal development. Number 6. Negativity. Negativity in a woman who values low values reflects a disposition that is pessimistic, critical, or focused on the darker aspects of life. A low-value woman typically adheres to principles such as loyalty, tradition, and a conservative mindset. Therefore, a consistently negative outlook may be seen as contradictory to these values, as it often fosters an atmosphere of cynicism and resistance to change. Such behavior can hinder one's ability to adapt to new situations or embrace different perspectives, potentially leading to strained relationships and a reluctance to seek positive solutions. In the context of low values, where stability and tradition are often emphasized, persistent negativity might be considered at odds with the preference for maintaining the status quo and upholding traditional norms. Number 7. Controlling behavior. Compliance with a female character that values autonomy and independence is often seen as incompatible with its core principles. In this scenario, the low-value woman prioritizes her individuality and independence, and controlling behavior indicates a tendency to exert power or manipulate others too much. This can lead to intimacy, violation of trust, and conflict has resulted because it is incompatible with the values of personal agency and mutual respect. If it infringes on the rights or freedoms of others, it can also have legal consequences. Such practices can be seen as incompatible with the principles of individual autonomy and propriety that are often central to the identity and beliefs of low-value women. Number 8. Lack of ambition or motivation. If a person lacks the drive to pursue their goals and aspirations, it may affect the dynamics of a partnership. A lack of ambition or motivation in a woman who values her self-worth and goals may suggest that she's not actively pursuing her dreams or working towards her personal growth. This lack of drive might make her feel unfulfilled and hinder her ability to reach her potential. It's important for anyone, regardless of gender, to set goals and be motivated to achieve them. When someone lacks ambition, they might miss out on opportunities and personal development, which can be seen as not valuing their own potential and self-worth. Number 9. Disrespect. Mutual respect is a cornerstone of any successful relationship, and consistently disrespectful behavior is a red flag. A woman who does not take others is valued when she is not kind and humane. It means that he may be rude, aggressive, or disrespectful to others, not caring about their feelings or rights. A disrespectful woman can often ignore rules, which can cause problems in her relationships and in society. This behavior necessarily goes against people's ideals of fairness, which are often perceived as unfair because they are incompatible with the sympathetic justice many people espouse in their dealings with others. Number 10. Irresponsibility. Being unreliable or irresponsible with commitments can be frustrating and hurtful to a partner. A woman who does not prioritize values means that she generally does not take her responsibilities and obligations seriously. This can include failing to keep promises, neglecting responsibilities at work or in personal relationships, and disregarding social norms and values. Such behavior runs counter to the principles of responsibility and accountability, which are generally important to many. A woman who does not value this principle may struggle to maintain trustworthiness in her personal and professional life, as others see her as untrustworthy, so this lack of accountability can have consequences and will cause issues with his job, his relationships, and his status in the community. In this context, a cheap woman does not prioritize her commitments, which can ultimately hurt various aspects of her life. Number 11. Incompatibility. Sometimes, people simply have different values, lifestyles, or goals that make a relationship challenging. In such cases, it may be best to consider whether the relationship is a good fit. Incompatibility in a woman who doesn't prioritize values typically means she's at odds with principles or beliefs that are important in her life. This means her actions or choices may clash with what she claims to believe in or what she claims to hold as important. For example, if she says she values honesty and integrity but frequently lies or acts unethically, it suggests an incompatibility between her professed values and her actual behavior. This can lead to confusion, inconsistency, and trust issues, as people may find it hard to understand her true stance on things. Essentially, incompatibility implies that there's a mismatch between what she says and what she does, which can impact her relationships, reputation, and personal integrity. Individuals need to strive for compatibility between their stated values and their actions to maintain trust and authenticity in their lives. There you have it, 11 signs of low-value women. But it is important to understand that these values can be different according to person. Maybe someone has another different sign when it comes to low value. So try to understand each of these signs, and altogether you can get a proper image about it. If you find this video helpful, give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Also, hit the bell icon, then you will never miss our new YouTube videos. If you have any valuable ideas, put them in the comment section, then everyone can read them. Until next time, bye-bye.